I always wondered what your feelings were about this kind of, you know, this sort of public expectation that has been put on you.
Well, you know, I'm not running really for any office. I'm not, it's not like I have to try to please all the people. Singers and musicians seem to have a more of an authority with the people than say, a movie star would. I don't know why that is, but they seem to hang on every single thing that a singer would say, whereas a movie star who's subject to just as much idolatry and all this, they don't care what he does. You know, he can. They'll see him in any movie. Really, I don't know if that makes any sense, but I don't think it's fair to hang on a singer, you know, such a great burden to be a leader, especially when nobody follows him anyway.
What was it about the state of the American farm that made you want to participate in Farm Aid?
Well, the idea came to me when all that money was being raised for the famine in Africa. I'd gotten a lot of letters from people who were having their farms repossessed.
You know, well, I just like to say, I hope that some of the money that's raised for all the people in Africa, maybe they could just take a little bit of it, maybe 1 or 2 million, maybe, and use it, say, to pay the mortgages on some of the farms that the farmers here owe to the bank.
I heard Bob Dylan mention on Live Aid that it wouldn't it be great if some of this money went to the farmers, and so I thought, well, that's a wonderful idea, and I started talking it up and checking around and see who would be interested in playing on a show like that, and everybody was.
Musicians have always responded to people in need. Musicians, don't forget, musicians usually start out with nothing. Anybody who's ever reached any kind of degree of success has started out with nothing, because musicians, it's like all you know how to do. It's an escape from the humdrum of daily existence. It's something which only you can do that nobody else can take away. So musicians always keep tied, you know, to wherever they came from.
The mood on this record seemed to be quite friendly. There was a lot of stuff about love, whereas, you know, during your Christian period, there seemed to be, you know, an element of self-righteousness in your work. Do you think, is that a fair perception?
Yeah, that's a fair perception, you know, but there's many sides to the coin, you know, and you have to really, the longer you go on, the more sides you show that are there to be unraveled. And at this time, that was just the record, you know, that evolved, this last record. But I believe in the other thing, too. Self-righteousness would be just to repeat what you know has been written down scripturally someplace else. And it's not like you're trying to convince anybody of anything. You're just saying what the original rule is. And if someone else, it's just coming through you. But if someone else can get past you saying it and just hear what the message is, no, it's not coming from you, but through you, I don't see anything wrong in that.
I've been told that you were somewhat dissatisfied with some of your past videos, and is that true?
I don't know. I never even saw my past videos except in passing, you know. I don't know. I've never been that excited about them, you know.
But you were more excited about Dave Stewart, what Dave Stewart came up with?
Yeah, I was more excited to work with him because I've always liked his work a lot.
Well, what happened was I would come up with the ideas, and then Bob would like say what bits he would like in it. In the end, it was just like two partners working on the same project, really. Now he's going to come over to England to our church in late November, when he's going to mess around in the studio there. I think it's turned into an ongoing kind of relationship, really.
I would be going just to see, just to make a record in that type of atmosphere. You know, it doesn't sound to me, the way Dave explained it, it's not so controlled, you know. Here, you know, you're working in studios here, and the clock's always running, and people are looking at their watches, you know, lunch breaks and phone calls, and I figure that might be a little bit easier to make a lot of records, you know.
I think he just wants to mess around. I think he's a person that likes to play a lot with people. You know, a lot of people, they just play when they play, and the rest of the time they just talk about business and things. Well, Dylan just likes to play, you know, like as if it was when he first started, just playing the guitar and singing with different people.
You look pretty healthy these days. Are you jogging, taking care of yourself?
I feel healthy. I don't know what I've been doing. I'm not doing anything any differently. I'm just, maybe it's just making me healthier. The longer you do it, maybe the healthier you get.